Hey, you guys, welcome back to another review of Belle Collective. I see that Timber came out that radio voice, honey, to get in her Akisha booty. Okay? Which then she threw it back on there later on. So, all right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it.
We keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie. I forgot my name for a minute.
Yeah, you did.
And this is my loaded wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
And this here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about the entertainment. And tonight we're going to be talking about the Belle Collectives, the best show on TV. I said it. I called it before the season started. And it's getting good.
I thought you said good and gooder. That's what we say down here.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget that we do have a Patreon that you need to get your butt over there and join. Okay, so yes, we have a Patreon. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. It's starting off with them arguing from last episode.
Yeah,
and they were arguing about
because Akisha, that's her name. Akisha was calling the women of Jackson, Mississippi ugly. And I said, how can she call the women of Jackson, Mississippi ugly? How? I said, well, you ain't been in Jackson, Mississippi in almost 20 years. You're going to call these women ugly. You don't do that. No. You don't do that.
Like Suge Avery said, you surely is ugly.
No, you don't do that. Akisha, no, man. You just
got
got back.
They child Akisha.
Maybe they were going to IKEA.
Aisha.
And when they were going to IKEA to buy some furniture, they saw a girl named Tisha.
I with an I. Hers is
spelled
A-I.
They saw a girl named Tisha go by. Then she said, A-I Tisha.
Okay, I'm yawning.
Okay.
Excuse me.
That was a long reach for a joke.
It was. So anyway.
Yarn my joke out.
So they started off, and so anyway, so Letitia and Akisha.
So many issues, man. Jackson, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
What's up with all these Aishas, man? Akisha, Tisha, Misha, Felicia, Teresa, Essie. Golly.
So anyway, so Akisha up there saying that she don't want to come to that whack brunch no more. She talking about the plates nasty, and Letitia is getting real heated, like heated. Like if it was a joke or a game, or they would honey, she came, baby, she cussing, she fussing. You could tell she was mad. So it seems as though as they were arguing, they get Marie on the phone. And did she have a hat on or something?
I thought she had a mask on.
What she was?
I don't know what she was at. Yeah, I made me mad. You don't believe it? Marie.
Right. And so anyway, it seems as though Akisha said something about the girls being ugly. And so Tamra is the one that told. Tamra said she did say it. And Akisha said, I did not say that. So y'all gonna listen to Tamra line. And Tamra said, this is what you said. You said something about, Jackson, I don't have no pretty girls. Looking at, I guess, when she showed a picture of the girls.
Yeah, but still, regardless of that, yeah, she did say the girls, where the pretty girls at. But the wording Tamra put out is like, okay, she called y'all ugly. You know what I'm saying? In a roundabout way, she did. But sometimes the way it's framed to make it sound worse. But hey.
So that's when, but Akisha was like, girl, I didn't say you did. You said it, girl. The look on your face, you said.
Oh yeah.
Tamara's like, I'm not gonna lie.
I think Akisha was more angry with Tamara for spilling the beans than telling, saying that, she like how Tamara's supposed to be a girl.
Right.
And she feel like she's been betrayed by a girl. That's why I think she got really upset about.
Yeah, now you right on that part. I do agree with that. I do think too that, how when you talking friend to friend and you just talking to friends, you know what I'm saying? And you're not expecting that friend to go back and say something like that, you know what I'm saying? But you just being shaded with the friend.
Shaded and petted, and you don't expect your friend to go back and tell the whole world. And that's where Akisha went wrong at.
Yep.
You brand new back down in Jackson, Mississippi. So you ain't good with them girls just yet. So,
and I do blame Tamara for going back and telling.
No
that
doubt.
Was nothing
No
to
doubt.
tell.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But it seems as though Tamara don't like her into
Yeah, that's a shock. I wish they was acting. Ooh, they BFFs. You know what I'm saying? Same school, same sorority, and everything.
But I guess production said, honey, we having her on this show. But I guess if it was up to Tamara, she wouldn't be on the show. So she don't too much care for Akisha because when it came to the group text, she said, I don't want to be on. Don't put me on there, honey. We got her on there. Or don't put her on there or something like that. So there go Marie again. Marie, huh? Girl, look, tell them what she said. What she said. Oh my God. Marie is getting more airtime than the folks that's sitting there. Golly.
You know what? I like this cast, man. I know they country all get out, man. And maybe that's the reason why I like them, because, like you said, when they showed the city of Jackson,
it was ashy. It needed the lotion.
Yeah, it really did need lotion. It should have been raining lotion on it. But it look ashy, but it's real. It's real. It's gritty. It's grinding the way I like it.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see. So yeah, Tamara didn't want to be on that. So anyway, they FaceTime Marie. And so anyway, I didn't know that. That FaceTime Marie and said something about Tamara didn't know that they didn't know that Tamara. Marie said she didn't know that she was dating Damon because she seen her with this other dude, and they said she said, "Oh, I thought that she was the and she said that she was the other dude, like the other. She thought that she was with the other dude." And so she said, "No, girl, that's just my friend. That's just my friend." She said, "Oh, okay." So anyway,
yeah, there's some friend she she knows from Texas. I guess he flew in or something.
Listen, let me say something about Damon. He don't look like he played them kind of games.
Yeah, you absolutely right, man. So if you gonna have these guy friends around Damon, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
You don't play them kind of games with nobody, child. So they all looking now. They all turning. The women turning on Tamara, honey, because they said, "Well, child, you was the one that started all this mess, honey. It seemed like you was in the middle." And but the part where Tamara and Akisha was going at it, child, that little radio voice, that little.
Can I be honest with you on something? When that voice changed and got hood and she slept on the table, I jumped, man. It did something to my soul, man. I was like, good gracious, I didn't know all that gangster was up in that little body.
Yep.
I was like, ooh.
With that little hat.
Then I said, all right, I can roll with this. I can rock with this. And later on the episode, for real in the career. I said, oh, here we go again.
Our event, and we're going to have a fashion show, and the fashion is gonna be on the runway, and Gary with the T will be there. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun. Okay, did what you said. Girl, look, I ain't do nothing. You really want to do something? What you want to do? What we go? Oh, that, what you gonna do? What we gonna do?
That's the Tamara I like. That's the Tamara we need. Okay.
No, but we need the one that's gonna be talking about the event and the fashion show and what we're gonna have down there. That's the one. Oh. I done got over your nerves.
Yeah, man.
So acting like Tamara. So anyway, Tamara was about that life, honey. But they was trying to break them up. She said, I wasn't gonna touch her. Like, we weren't gonna touch each other.
And guess who was trying to break them up?
Who? Letitia.
My favorite. How she do it? How
Oh
she do
yeah. Girl, that's too much. Like, why y'all doing all that fighting and stuff? Like, we didn't come down there. This just ghetto. I'm not coming to another brunch down here. I just don't understand. Like, why do they be doing all that? I'm just not gonna come to another brunch. No,
I
more, 'cause
mean,
I
so
just don't
typical when
know.
she's on the camera, man. When she on screen, because her movement, her mannerism is just like.
This is just ghetto.
It's just
Not
weird.
gonna do it. I'm just not about that life. So anyway, so all of that, it was just a bunch of mess. And Tamara was in the midst, and so she was like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't have opened my mouth. You think, yeah, you shouldn't have said that." In the midst of them fussing and fighting, Letitia said something about that's why your family don't want you, Akisha. And I was like, "Oh, where'd she get that from?"
I knew it was deep. I knew it was a deep cut. But when later on in the episode, when I found out where she got it from and what it really meant, ooh, that's kind of low. That was low.
And I know Tisha, she was pulling that stuff to try to hit that girl, but that right there is some stuff you just don't go that low because you can't recover from. But when they was doing all that fussing and fighting, I seen in Akisha's face that she just didn't recover from.
Yeah, she was shook.
Yeah,
she was shook.
You know how the ladies, because they done fought like this before.
Yeah, and that's all getting back together.
And
ever since you're right, and you can see when the camera panned on her, she was still like she was in her own head. She was really shook to the core.
Yeah, she was.
That was like a little too much.
It's one thing to say certain stuff, but then when it's national, it's on TV, it's certain stuff you can't say. You shouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If that was a fight they was having without cameras, that's different. But a fight that you haven't.
I'm glad that Akisha kind of brought up why and why she said and what what it meant when she said what she said that. But to find out she was given away when she was a child to her aunt, and to find that out and you use that against her in an argument, man. That's I want to go that low again.
I know that's right, Chad.
Either I probably said that. Ooh, no, that's a little too far. God might look at me a certain type of way if I said it like that.
Right.
That's just like, ugh.
So let's move on to the next scene, which is no, not this part. So anyway, so Gucci and Latrice are looking for so Gucci is a realtor, and so she is my battery's going low. Hold on, people. And so she is looking for a some property, a building for Latrice.
Business, yeah.
And so she's showing her some historical stuff in Jackson, Mississippi, but Latrice not feeling them because she said these are historical, things, and there's certain stuff you're not going to be able to do to the building because it's historical.
Yeah, so basically you can't make that building into your own image because you got to leave certain stuff there, like you said, baby.
Yeah.
And to me, why she didn't show her that?
That's what I'm saying.
Why show it to her if she can't really do what she need to do with it?
And I guess they just needed a moment of some quick, honey, and that was the thing that was there. So, but Latrice did say that she is thinking about having a baby. It's okay then, girl, do it.
Oh, I hope that baby don't come out like you. Baby crying, Mom. How she do it? Mommy! That's the baby. Especially a girl baby.
So Akisha is okay. So she went and coming back home. She went and got some pig's feet and other
pig ears.
Oh, pig ears.
How y'all eat pig ears, man?
I think when I was little, because I was curious as to, some pig egg sandwich and stuff like that, and I looked at it and I don't think I ate it.
How can y'all eat pig feet?
I ate the pickled pig feet.
How can y'all eat pig ears? How can y'all eat chitlins, man?
Yeah, I can't do that.
And when I found out where chitlins came from, my brother.
When I smelled somebody cooking chitlins, I was like, oh no. I think I died it one time. It's like I try some one time. But after that, then I started getting in my head too much because that smell is horrible. Somebody say, if you smell it, they ain't cooking right. Well then.
They ain't cleaning right because they got clean chitlins.
Yeah, that's right. Clean them. So anyway, so she bringing that food home. Her husband said, "Listen, I'm from New York, child. I'm not gonna eat that country food with all that stuff." And so she like, He said, on camera, oh, this is so good. I ain't gonna get this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So and yeah, her husband named Willie. So we got his name. So now that should stick. So Willie is talking about, the guys trip and, being around the guys and all that stuff or whatever. And so he was saying, that he enjoyed it, but he did say that, Glenn talked about the infidelity and stuff like that.
He said the guys trip turned into like a therapy session, because Glenn, he needed to get everything off his chest. He was saying that the rumors about him having a baby outside his marriage is not true. And so it was like, but overall, he enjoyed hanging out with the guys, but he still got to get used to the guys. Probably, like you said, he's from New York. It's a different vibe up there, as you know. Now he's down in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, he said he don't eat pig feet, pizzas, and what else?
What?
He said he don't eat pig feet. He used to eat pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza, bagels, and stuff like that. Now he down here, you only get pig feet, pig ears, and I said, well, why you say potato chips, man? He said, oh, everybody eats potato chips, man.
Maybe he was talking about with the pig ears.
Oh, okay.
But
I wonder what kind of number combo is that. Let me get another 5 combo of pig ears and some Lay's potato chips and what? Yeah, what? You put okay. And some red Kool-Aid.
So Akisha was telling her husband about, the drama that took place at the event. And she also brought up the fact of what Letitia said. And like you were just saying, she told a story on, she was just saying how bad it hurt. She kind of went deep in it. And her husband like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Like, he couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree with Big Willie, man.
That's his name, Big Willie?
No, that's a big dude, man. That's a big dude.
That name, that man.
Yeah, that's a big dude, man. I think, did he used to play football? I think he used to play football, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm like Willie, man. That's just a bridge a little too far right there, man. But that's what happens when you get in your feelings and somebody has some dirt on you and they're going to use it against you.
I think she did. No, I was finna say, I think she said she was going to talk to her, but she said, no, now the gloves off. Now, anything they ask me, I'm coming hard with. I'm going to have an attitude. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I think she really truly need to have a conversation with her, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. They need to sit down and talk. She needs to tell, what's her name? Somebody Isha's in there. Latrice. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she needs to sit down and talk to Letitia and tell her, hey, what you said hurt, so that's some trauma I'm still dealing with, man. And, I understand we might be at odds, we might be arguing and fussing and fighting, but that really cut deep and it really affected me because, like you said, babe, throughout the whole scene when they was in the restaurant, she never recovered from that. Mm-hmm. She looked hurt.
She did. Let's move on to Tambra is working on her runway. So she don't have a voice on for this one. But anyway, so Melanie is coming in and
Big Belle.
Yeah, she's a tall lady.
Yeah, Big Belle.
So she's coming in and they talking about the fashion show and the runway and everything like that. And Melanie was saying something about the sister venture and how it just pretty much took a turn and went left and talking about the, pretty girl and all that stuff or whatever. So Tambra wants Mel to be a part of the fashion show. It seems like Mel was what?
Miss Atlanta back in the day. Yeah. Or like 2000, something like that.
What she said, 2015? Somewhere back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day. We make her sound like she old.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, so yeah, she agreed that she's gonna go ahead and brace that stage again, and it seems like So Gucci is going to be on the stage too.
Carlos King, why don't you guys give Melody starting, a major cast member role? Let her be part of the major cast. You know what I'm saying? Let her be on.
If she ain't got a man, Marie ain't got no man.
Yeah, Marie ain't got no man.
She just got Essie.
Yeah, I might put Essie up there.
So let's move on to So Gucci. We are at their home, and her daughter.
This was a good scene.
Her daughter D is pregnant, and so all of Jay JJ children come. So they finna, you know, sit down and have a discussion. And yeah, it went kind of deep. So you want to, when we set it up, or you want to just go ahead and talk about it?
Let's go ahead and talk about it. Oh,
You go ahead and talk about it.
No, basically what it is, see, JJ and Miss So Gucci. It's hard for me to say that name.
I know that's right, child. Just call her Gucci, honey. But she got a real name.
Yeah, what's your government name? What's your government name?
Like, we got to sit up here and say So Gucci, girl.
Anyway,
Gucci.
JJ and Gucci. That still sound weird. So they are a blended family. Okay, she has 2 kids, you know, and he has 3 kids.
They seem to be adult children.
Yeah. So, but regardless, still they're a blended family. Okay. So apparently, especially with the girls, it was some tension going on with Gucci daughter and JJ daughters. Okay, and this been going on for like 10 years. And in this scene, Gucci daughter decided to get a lot of stuff off her chest, and she felt like she was bullied by JJ daughters. But JJ daughter said, "No, we didn't bully you. You kind of isolated yourself." And sometimes, I guess, in the midst of all this, colorism came up because JJ daughters are real light, and so Gucci daughter is not dark, but she's brown skinned. And she felt when growing up with the JJ daughter, she felt like something was wrong with her because she felt like, you know, why do the light skinned girls got more attention than she did? And also when JJ and her mom got together, her mom kind of like put a lot of attention, gave JJ a lot of attention, kind of pushed us kids. That's how she felt. Push her kids to the background to get, you know, because she got with a new man, and she felt like she was like abandoned, basically, you know. Mm-hmm. So she had some resentment with that also. So she had a lot of stuff to unpack, and she has a lot of trauma still. I see, you know, and you know, it was like the daughters were going back and forth and trying to tell their truth, you know, and both of them had a good point. You know what I'm saying? Their perspectives are totally different for one another when it came to that, you know, situation with the colorism and whatnot. And but there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done with that family, man. And they should have had this talk a long time ago. And they still got, to me, to get this family strong and give the family a good foundation, a good strong foundation, they got to go through, in my opinion, more therapy and have more conversations like this. Because like you said, baby, she about to have a baby. You don't want to bring that baby into all that toxicity.
Yeah. Another thing too, like you saying, everybody, you know, their truth is their truth. So the girls felt like they were not bullying her. They felt like she had an attitude. You know, she didn't want to communicate. When they spoke to her, she was like, hi, and it was like dry. And she said, D, which is Gucci daughter, she said, I didn't want to be fake with y'all. I feel like everything y'all was saying was fake. When you in your own head and you already feel some type of way, whatever somebody try to do, you're gonna make it, it's gonna make it seem like they not doing it authentically, or there's something behind it. So not sure what hurt her. Maybe being in Mississippi, there was some colorism going on. Period. Maybe this was even before she even met them. And so now you take, well, so Gucci and a daughter are brown skinned, and you now married to these very, very light bright. They light brights for real. You know, people. And so now, you know, you got some things going on. The comment they made to where they said you can't use our soap because you dirty. She took that as, you know.
Man, and she could have been dirty, you know what I'm saying? But she took it like, all I got to say before you, I mean to cut you off, which I did, I'm sorry. Somebody planted that seed in Dee's head, okay, about her skin color. And I'm just curious of who planted that seed, you know what I'm saying? And I know kids could be mean back in the day, you know what I'm saying? God. And that could have did something to her. You know, I was cracked on when I was in school, you know. So it doesn't make it right. You know, I wish I can go back and take some of the things back, but in a way it kind of toughened me up because I was cracked on, you know what I'm saying? So I just wonder who planted that seed in Dee's head, because you're right, she's self-conscious about her skin complexion.
Another thing too is that when everything was all said and done, she said, you know, I feel good. I got that off my chest. You know, that's been built up for 10 years. And, you know, because one of the twins started crying.
Yeah.
And it was like they were still going back to that, you know, because they said we never had this conversation, and now y'all want to have it on national TV.
But it's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing, but they also should have been having it in therapy. To me.
Right.
Or at least let us see that therapy is going to, take place.
And here's the reason why I say it's a good thing for TV, because now people with blended families, they can kind of see it play out on TV. That everything sounds smooth sometimes when you have a blended family, you know.
So she said she felt good, but one of the twins did not. Yeah. It's like the twins' soul was just, you know what I'm saying? It's like they was still mad.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody checked on one of them twins and say, why you crying? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just to get it off her and now throw it on y'all. Right. It got to come off of y'all, period. You know?
It's like it gets transferred the energy from her to them. Now they upset and they got to take out on somebody.
You know, so now, JJ's like, listen, we need to just clear the air because, we got a baby coming in. We want the baby, y'all to be around the baby and stuff like that. For they say, ooh, my auntie treated me bad. So they got to really deal with that. But it was good to see that on television because, that happens. Like,
real life, man.
It's happening probably families right now that's got to deal not with just the blended part, but then the colorism in the blended part.
And that plus, how you get with a blended family and the child kind of resent the person the mom getting with because now the mom's not paying the child all that attention that child, was used to.
Yeah.
And so, you got situations like that, because, the parents got to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I understand the child don't be left out. Mm-hmm. But it's a fine balancing act you got to do when it comes to blended families, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You got to make sure you take care of your own child, show that child love. And also your spouse got to show them that love too, because you don't want to neglect nobody. And sometimes kids just feel like they're neglected. Even though they're not being neglected, they see the new person in their house. But mama, it was just you and me. Now you can demand all your attention. So they get mad.
Yep. So let's move on because we can be there for a little bit longer. Let's move on to the fashion show. So we noticed that Glenn and Letitia is at the fashion show.
Faking the funk.
Master P come on in there with them glasses, honey, and that little
they
sweater.
Say, na.
So he is coming in there, and everybody's like, "Oh, I thought that they weren't gonna be together," but so he needed some airtime.
Who said that?
Why they coming in like that? I didn't know that they was gonna be coming in. So that was Latrice.
It was named Chris.
Latrice and Cliff.
Yeah. I keep saying Chris.
So we doing too much cracking, honey. We'll never get an interview with them guys. So anyway, honey. It is. Look, it is what it is.
You have a baby. Yeah, baby.
I don't know, Cliff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I need a baby.
I don't know you. You know who should remind me of Cher. Don't you remember Cher used to do all of that and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But anyway, so they was talking about that, so they come in. So it seems as though that Tambra and Gary with the T is hosting it. So they got their models walking, honey. This is a real fashion show.
Yeah, it was, man.
Anyway,
I should have asked you.
Yeah, I should have asked me.
Yeah, she modeled before.
Yeah,
she
modeled. Fashion show. And I've been in quite a few.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say quite a few like that, honey, but I have been in some. Anyway, so Mel get up there.
If y'all do a big blog fashion show, I'm your man. I can sit down on the couch, roll the couch in, and roll.
So Mel is on the
runway.
On the runway. So Mel
slow walking.
And she said, "Listen, y'all is not finna trip me up, honey. I am near naked up here, and ain't none of y'all finna see what I got up on this little whatever she had on."
That's
So next, So Gucci, baby.
You go, JJ. That's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby. Woo, child. Ooh, got thing. Ooh.
So he run up behind her, throwing money all up on the thing. She just walked.
I said, only in Jackson, Mississippi.
I promise you. So somebody said, he must confuse. This ain't no stripper. strip show,
yeah.
you know. So, you know, but anyway, I thought it was cute. And so Damon gave Tambra some roses. So people thought that, you know, he was gonna propose and everything, but you know, he didn't.
Yeah, he ain't ready
He
for
just
that
touched
yet.
the booty.
Yeah, he did, man. I said, man, is he grabbing her booty on stage? All right, only Mississippi, you grab booty on stage.
And so, anyway, so after it was over, they all talking, you know, Damon made it known that his name is Greedy.
No, I don't. I'm really confused about this part. Did he have like two names before or
I guess
a
he got
nickname?
I guess
Okay.
it's his nickname.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? His nickname is Greedy, or his name is Greedy. So
It's
you know,
greedy.
Greedy.
Like greedy when you eat a lot. He must have been. Never mind.
I mean, like,
He must be real greedy in
I
school.
mean, and then right now you got these allegations of an emotional affair, but then you, oh, my name Greedy. Okay, there
You probably the dude from Life. You want your cornbread?
So Letitia pulled him to the side, and she wanted to ask him, you know, about the stuff that her friend, I think her name Tisha or Tasha or Tisha or something, said about having an emotional affair. And so he was like, man, no, you know, then stuff like this. I was talking to, I don't know, he said talking to her, whatever, like in 2014 or something like that.
I think he said something like that. Yeah.
He said that, you know, that stuff old people want to, you know, bring up this stuff like that, like, nah. And he was like, man, you got any more questions, anything you want to say, then call me and stuff like that. I don't want to bring this stuff with Tamara. This ain't her. This ain't about her. This ain't basic. This ain't her fight. This ain't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, he was being real defensive.
Man,
real
was
defensive.
It?
Yeah. And I guess to the point security had to walk over.
Well, it was their security. It was Tamara. Wow. Okay, listen. I don't know if you paid attention. I don't know if you paid attention. But when she was taking a picture,
and she was taking pictures.
They said Tambra's taking a picture with her security.
Right.
So Tambra's security. So she was taking pictures. So yes, their security. He wasn't the local security. He wasn't security for everybody, just them.
Okay, for what?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she thought that girl was gonna come up there and try to fight or something. I don't know. Or maybe she that famous child and that she got to get the security. So anyway,
she on TV, she on the radio. I guess she might need security there.
So security was just for them, and so while they was talking and stuff, security came and said, "Okay, come on, that's enough." He whisked them away. He looked like he wanted to touch Tamara's booty too. His hand going kind of far.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, I did. I said, "Wait a minute, that ain't your lady. Your hand too far now." I know her booty little, but still,
you be watching the booty touch.
I be watching me in hands. And so anyway, so he whisked them away, and they're a little bit confused, like why he whisked them away, what he thought was finna happen.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? You know, they were just talking, you know, nobody raised their voice or anything, so why did the security have to kind of take them out of the building? It didn't make no sense to me.
It didn't make sense to me either, but it do.
Tamara said, I'm a big timer. I'm a showstopper. I need security.
I
got
guess,
my own private security officer.
I hope he took it in their car. Yeah, he walked to their car and he got in his. Everybody went home.
Well, my ship's over with. I can go ahead and go home.
All right, you guys. So that was a pretty good episode. The next one is supposed to be good too. So
they're gonna bring the girl in the next episode.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be real good, honey. Sam's gonna get up and leave.
Told y'all. Best show. I called it before the season started. It's gonna be the best show on TV this season. Yeah, I'm right.
All right.
I'm right. Way better than DC.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. As we say at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! Always put God first.